infidel in the house of the Master! Damned be you!
You be damned, you stinky moldy carpet!
Mortal! You dare to disturb my peace? Prepare for the end!
It remains to be seen whose end it's going to be, you worm-bitten meatloaf.
Mortal! Prepare!
It remains to... I have found a way into the underground temple.
You have? That's remarkable. You have become very powerful, stronger than anybody else inside the barrier. Maybe you really are the man the Orcish prophecies told of.
Prophecies? What prophecies?
Ancient Orcish documents written shortly after the sealing of the underground temple mention a holy foe.
A holy foe?
Someone who shall come to drive the sleeper from our world forever.
I am supposed to be the one mentioned in the ancient prophecies? You must be wrong, surely.
Maybe, maybe not.
I found this strange sword.
Show it to me. That's interesting. It has GoodRam written on it. I've heard of this sword. It's a weapon from the olden days, when the human race was still young. The weapon was forged from an unknown material, and there's nothing written about who created it. This blade was said to possess unbelievable powers, but I don't notice any magical aura.
GoodRam possessed unbelievable powers?
It was written that the owner of the weapon was able to pierce the strongest armor, and to overcome even the most powerful of protection spells.
How could the orcs get this powerful weapon into their hands?
It's claimed that the orcs took it from a powerful warlord. They didn't know how to use it, but they did hide it.
But they didn't hide it well enough. Is it possible to restore the former powers of the weapon?
You'd need a very strong magical source of power for that purpose.
You mean strong enough to detonate the magic barrier with?
About that strong. Besides, you'll need a very special magic formula in order to transfer the power. Give me some time, and I'll create the magic formula.
Meanwhile, I'll be hunting around for better armor. The undead have made massive dents in my armor.
You should go to my old tower.
Your old tower?
It sank below one of the eastern lakes during one of the earthquakes. The spires are still visible above the surface. There are still some artifacts inside it. I never made any effort to salvage them.
How do I get there?
I haven't been there since the earthquake, which means you'll have to find a way to enter it yourself. But take this key. It opens a chest in which I used to store some particularly rare artifacts.
Hello.
How far did you get with the armor?
I finally found a way to fix those armor plates to each other.
Does that mean that the armor is finished?
Yeah, man, here it is. Really seems to be harder than any other armor in our camp.
Thanks. I owe you something.
That's all right. I always find ways of covering my expenses.
Do you trade?
I buy...
Go rushing into anything. That's the life change. Would like to be in his shoes, though.
Hello.
There was a time
I want to...
very differently. You have to watch what you tell people. Maybe.
As long as I'm not involved. That's really not my problem. You have to watch what you tell people.
That wasn't very clever. very probably right.
Let's talk about something else instead.
People always talk. Hang on.
Rely on
Better
somebody.
not go
You're in
rushing
trouble.
into anything.
That's how it goes. People always talk. Same old story every time.
I better keep out of it. Maybe.
As long as I'm not involved.
I thought that had been cleared up, eh?
Hang on, better not.
As long as
I better keep out of it.
might be an issue, though.
Same.
Talk about something else. Worry every time.
Let's talk about something
Hello?
else instead.
I need.
Doubt that's ever likely to change.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Maybe.
Shouldn't believe
Be
everything
my
you hear.
problem.
Same old story. Every time.
Keep it to yourself.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how
Same
it
old
goes.
story every time.
You have to watch what you tell people.
About that story after all. Some people never learn.
You have to watch what you tell people.
That won't happen again.
There must be something about that story after all.
I better
Doubt
keep out
that's
of
ever likely to change.
If you think. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I better keep out of it.
Maybe.
That wasn't very
Maybe.
clever.
As long as I'm not involved.
Maybe.
Not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Rely on somebody. You're in trouble.
That wasn't very clever.
That's how it goes.
Maybe.
That's not really my
There was a
problem.
time when things would have gone very differently.
People always talk.
That won't happen again.
Maybe.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone.
You have to
very
watch
Hang
differently.
on. Better not go rushing into anything.
It's obvious that there'd be trouble.
I better
ahead.
keep
There was
out
a
of it.
time when things would have gone very
That's
differently.
really not my problem.
Awaken!
I'd like.
Good.
That won't happen Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That's really not my problem. I doubt that's ever likely to change. Some people never learn. Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. That won't happen again. There must be something about that story. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead. Let's talk about something else instead. As long as I'm not involved. You're very right. That wasn't very clever. That won't happen again. That's really not my problem.
Awaken! I am ready to enter the second circle.
Then listen and understand. The sleeper led Iberian and his faithful disciples to this place, where they settled. They worked without respite for days, weeks, months. The camp grew. More and more men joined them, following the sleeper's call. Together they tried to contact the sleeper on a spiritual level. The second circle was born. Awaken!
I am ready to enter the third circle.
Mark this. The visions became clearer, but the spiritual power of the Brotherhood was insufficient for contact. One of the gurus, an alchemist, solved the problem. He brewed a potion extracted from the secretion of a mind crawler. The brothers took it before prayers, and their spiritual powers were united for the very first time. At the same time, the novices set out for the camps to preach the sleeper's word and to convince the infidels of the truth. Thus, the third circle was accomplished. Awaken!
I am ready to enter the fourth circle.
A long time has passed since the camp was founded. Many things have changed. The faith has grown, it has been strengthened, and it has spread. We have not forgotten our objective. We have not given up on trying to invoke the sleeper. Perseverance and stability of faith represent the fourth circle. Now you know everything a brother needs to know about magic. You have been a good student.